Hi there. This is the computer channel, should we say, or to learn about computers. First off, which one is the best antivirus program? Well, technically, those ones that you get from Best Buy and Walmart that comes already pre-packed, you know what I'm saying, with the your computer at time. Those are just free ones. It's just a trial, but it's really not the very best. Um, and the ones that you get from AT&T and Comcast or Xfinity, whichever you want to call it, or Charter or whoever that your provider be, um, those are pretty much pretty lame too. Because over my time of experience, they're not great. Number one, they'll come up with some goofy excuse and say, well, we offered you the antivirus, but we did not choose to, uh, we didn't force you, to have this kind, and that's their scapegoat. So if you want to get repaired, then you would have to call that antivirus program, whatever, and you have to pay their premium, whatever, how much it's going to cost, and then they'll try to fix it. Other than that, they'll tell you to send it to a computer shop to fix it or whatever. But there's one way that you can get out of this. First off, you delete that program, take it completely out. If you can't take it completely out, then you go on Google, not Yahoo, Google, and let's say, for example, it was Norton 360 or McAfee. There's a tool called by that name, Remover. And it don't matter if it's 32-bit or 64-bit. It will actually remove it from the registry, which it likes to hide there. So if you try to put a different antivirus on there, most of the times it would, have a saying that is still in there somewhere. And what it do, it would hide in the registry. But that remover tool will tell you to restart your computer, but it will pull it completely out, because when you try to uninstall it from your uninstall program or uninstall feature program, which depending which version of Windows you have on there, then that's what it's going to do. You're going to have to restart it, of course. But the best place that I know of that you can get free antivirus programs is cnetdownloads.com. And then you can type on there in their search bar, free antivirus. Now, a few of them's going to pop up. The very first one that people are going to pop up is Avast. I don't use it personally. I think it slows your computer down. It does give you a security, you know what I'm saying, but it just tremendously slows your computer down. So if, let's say you got an older computer that was maybe Windows XP or Vista, and the most that you can put on there is 2 gigs or 4 gigs of RAM, it'll take 1 gig of it. 1 gig of it. This is an antivirus program. It'll take 1 gig of it away from it, just so it'll run the stupid program, so it'll protect your computer. So is it my best interest to put in there? Hell no. Forget that. I think Avast is just straight up too much strict. Then is AVG. Well, AVG was good at one point back then, but it became too more secured. And when you're trying to download something, no matter if you paid for it or something, AVG would block it most of the times. Don't get me wrong, it's a good program. It would just block your stuff. I just don't think it's worth it. Me personally, I use Panda and Avira. I think those are like really good versions, and they're free. And as long as you don't upgrade to the Pro, which sometimes it'll come up down there next to your clock, it'll say, to update to Pro or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. That's just an advertisement. Close that, You'll get that once in a while every time you start your computer, It's just one of those weird, goofy things. But it's free, and I highly recommend it. They're really, really good. Panda also has some other features like Panda Cloud, which it lets you store your stuff, through the cloud. So in case your computer get infected and everything, you can bring it all back from that cloud back to your computer. So see, it's a win-win situation. The other ones offer it, but you got to pay for it. But that's the only difference between Panda and what I also like about Panda, it doesn't take 1 gig of speed away from your RAM. It only takes 256 megs, 256 MB. If your computer so it's only 1 gig, then it would only maybe take 128 MB. So it goes by a certain fraction of sizes and stuff. But it only takes that much. If you have a Windows 2000 computer, then I wouldn't recommend, either Avast or Panda, because it'd be way too strong for it and wouldn't be really to be able to support it. But they have one called ClamWin. It's pretty decent. You can get the portable version from CNETdownloads.com. Anything that you get from CNETdownloads.com, either you can get it, and it's got either a free trial or whatever on there. But if you get the free versions, you're pretty much set for the whole year. So that's a good point, right there. So if you really want the very best, to my knowledge, antivirus, I would go with Panda free. Then second from that would be Avira antivirus, but not Norton. Hell no. It's just not that great. Someone can pass a virus by, and Norton is so stupid it just lets you pass it. When you try to install it, then it sees the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's too late. It's already caught it on your computers. It's just messed up. McAfee, nah, it's trash. I've had it. I had Total Care or whatever from McAfee. I even had their supports one time. And honestly, all they want is more money out of you, and they don't even know how to repair it. It's pointless. And you got to watch out for those scammers out there. They'll say to you that your antivirus is bad and everything. You know what I'm saying? If you're not for sure, don't hesitate to call a friend that that knows computers, whatever, and go from there. Not go through your event viewer and say, oh, look at all these errors and everything on here, yada yada, bunch of bullshit. It's not true, those are okay. Those are just the event viewer is just to check your computer's events and see what all it did and all that kind of stuff. And it's going to have a few glitches because it's Windows. Windows is designed to do that. But other than that, you're fine. Run your antivirus every 7 days, and if you got Windows Defender, even better. That actually helps you out right there. You can get malware bites, but then again, malware bites only for 30 days. Then after that, it's pathetic. You got to pay for the trial, to be licensed, or you got to remove it. One of the two, Other than that, stay tuned. This is the Computer Channel. Welcome to Into CPUs.